try this again. Don't you love this? I should have a blooper reel. Hello, welcome to lift class. Today we're lifting weights, so you're gonna need a variety. Hopefully I can get my words together today. We have combinations, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds transition, just like we did last week. Different combination moves though, okay? So we'll be doing upper and lower body movements together for the most part. And we will be down on the floor for the last move, so make sure that you have a mat out for that. And then we have 2 minutes of core at the end. Also need a mat out for that, okay? So weights for today, I have 8s, 10s, and 15s, okay? For me today, I think that will be good. 45 seconds of work, we're going 3 times through, so you choose the weights that you think might work best for you. We are doing an overhead press with a squat, so it changes it up. Even if you're used to pressing really heavy, when you go squat press, you can obviously use your legs to press overhead with that heavy weight still, but for 45 seconds you will get fatigued, so maybe go a little bit lighter. We have sumo bicep curls, we have bent over wide rows, and we're gonna do some tap backs. So we're gonna change our stability, our base for a sec when we're pulling, okay? And then we're gonna go side lunge, 1 arm pull. It's a high pull and you're pulling towards the back. So again, a medium weight. I mean, if you've never done it before, grab a 5 and start working the rear, delt, and back, okay? But if you've done those before and you know you can go a little bit heavier, like I just did them this morning in my workout before class, and I did 20s and for a short amount of time, and then I went, as the time went longer, I decreased the weight, okay? But anyway, so I just want you to know that you can pull heavy if you've done it before, okay? But don't pull heavy if you've new move for you, okay? Chest press, and we're gonna add in a leg press with it. So again, if you're used to like pushing 25s in your chest press, maybe go to 15s. That's what I'm gonna use for mine, okay? Because you're adding that leg press. You're causing some instability through your center. I'm done talking. Let's work out. Get your weights, mat, water, sweat towel, start tracking. Today's word is I am inspired. So be inspired by yourself. I rise into my own strength and creativity. And I'm gonna place the card to the side today because I'm having real estate photos taken tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to clean this place up a little bit. All right, let's go. Warm up first. Play some music if you would like to not hear me breathing. Okay. Timer's turned up. We're starting with squats. As you come up from your squat, lift up to your toes. Make sure while you're exercising today that your space is cleared, that you're not tripping over anything, okay? So like I put my weights off to the side and then behind me. Hopefully I don't get the weights behind me. Squat, stand, rise. Hopefully you had a great weekend and you're off to a great start this week already if you're showing up for class. Lunge, rotate, then I know that you have started off this week well, and that's what we want to do. You're committed, showing up. Shoulders stacked over your hips, find your lunge, then do a twist. Balance first, core engaged. I did put some beats on in the background just because I needed something to distract one side of my brain today. While I obviously am trying to talk and make words come out of my mouth. It'll happen. Nice wide stance. Side lunge sway. Take your time here. You can pulse, you can stop in the middle. Okay, you can sway a little quicker. Sometimes my brain works faster than my mouth, and I have a feeling today's one of those days. Do you have those moments where you're just processing so much and you're trying to spit out your thoughts? I'll try not to think too hard today and just give you the basics of class. Let's just work. Let's just lift. Give it the time to get in your own headspace. All right, give yourself a runway. We're going inchworm, so either bent leg or straight. Squat, walk it out. Pause and plank. Knee bend, walk it back. Take your time. Or hamstring stretch. Hamstring stretch. Okay, you have options here. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time, no matter which option you choose. So we're warming up shoulders, activating your core, ankles, knees, hips. And then let's come down. If you're not down already, come into your low lunge. Twist it open, you can hold, and then switch when you're ready. I found that this is a culprit for my hip. When we did soul fusion on Saturday, we went from like a low lunge to a plank or something. Yeah, I think it was the low. I don't know, there was something in flow and I went like, oh, that doesn't help me. So I'm gonna be very mindful here. You be mindful of your body too, of pulling that leg way wide around the side of your body. All right, go ahead and walk it up. Roll it up. Let's get moving. Okay, first move. You're gonna rack your weights at your shoulders. I'm gonna use 8s for this. Squat, press. Squat, press. Could I go heavier? Yes. For 45 seconds, 3 times through. I'm gonna play it safe with my shoulders. Could you go heavier? Try it. See what happens. All right? That's all I gotta say about that. Feet are about hip width, maybe wider if you need to. Toes forward, butt back. Chest lifted, press. So, there's a lot of variations of this. You can squat, stand, press, and really separate the movements. Right now, for me with the 8s, it's a great one to do. If I had 20s in my hands, I would be going squat, drive up, press, and use my legs to help power the movement, control on the way down, okay? So, based on what weights you chose, which version are you gonna do? Keeping your core engaged. As we drive up through our heels, squeeze. Everything comes from the ground up to our knuckles, okay? Last one. Heart rate should be up because we just used big muscle lower legs, and then we pushed our extremities, our arms overhead, okay? Next up, turn out into a big sumo. Drop down, curl, lower, rise. Drop, curl, lower, stand. Heels pushing in the floor the whole time. So as you see this movement, you've made a choice on weights. Is this a good choice? Do you want to switch it out? That's up to you, okay? It's gonna be a lot of bicep curls when it's all said and done. Let's work those biceps. I know some people have goals of those tank top arms. Great goal. I like to try to have them all year long. So I wear tank tops every day. But if you're working on it, get a little heavier weight, go ahead and stop and get working on it, right? Beginner move is this. Chest to the floor, wide rows, pulling your elbows back. I'm gonna ask you, if you're not a beginner, to alternate tap backs, balancing on one leg. All right, go. Shoulder blades squeeze together. You're making goalposts with your arms, 90-degree bend, weights in line with your forearms. So your wrists are not cranking or crinking, they're in line with your forearms. This is creating a little balance and stability, which means your core is working extra. And you might even start feeling your booty, okay? That's how it's a combination move. Squeeze your glute, squeeze your glutes. Backs squeezing together at the shoulder blades. Pinch a pencil, one more. Stand up and breathe for a second. I'm gonna grab 110. This is that high pull I was talking about, okay? We're gonna go high pull, opposite hand, opposite leg. Side lunge, pull. You rotate from your knuckles facing this way to this way, okay? Side lunge, weights right by your calf. Step up, rotate at your shoulder, pull back. Side lunge, push off your heel, pull. So you should have this push, this drive from your heel as you pull that weight back. There is momentum and muscle working here together, okay? So I don't want it just to be side lunge, stand, then pull. I want you to do swooping motion. Let your leg help your arm, help your shoulder, help your back. Make sense? If you're just getting the hang of it, go light. If you've got it, don't be afraid to grab something a little heavier. Pause, let's do the other side. Heart rate again should be, yep, I'm in like a high moderate. When you hear the beep, we're going opposite arm, opposite leg, palm facing the calf, and then you're gonna face the ground. Palm faces the calf. As you push off your heel and pull up, your palm faces the ground. Elbow draws back. So we're side, toes forward. This is one of my, I know I say this a lot, one of my favorite exercises though. I love these pulls. There's lots of ways you can do them. This is a pretty good, I want to say like, comfortable way to start the high pull. There's other ways that are a little bit more challenging, like deadlift high pull. I feel like it's a little more challenging, but this hopefully feels pretty good to you. Let's go to the ground. So whatever weights you chose, we got chest press, leg press. It's just like what it sounds like, okay? We're going to reverse tabletop with our knees. We're going out and then in with our legs as the weights drop down, okay? You can either keep your legs together, your feet together, push, pull in, or I like to separate my feet about hip width as if I'm doing a push plate. Working my glutes on a machine, however, it's not my glutes that are working, it's my abs, okay? But I need you to pretend like you're pushing that push plate in order to engage your abs. If this is too much, one leg press, alternate, okay? If the straight leg out and in is too much also, you can go heel taps. Those are my options for you. We're gonna stand up and do it all over again, okay? So think about the weights you used. Were they good? If they were, stick with them. Make sure you're not gonna step on any weights right now, okay? I'm gonna stick with what I used. I liked it. It worked well. My heart rate is like, woo, and I'm breathing. Use the next 6 seconds to breathe. Rack your weights. We've got squat press. Remember what I told you about this. Toes forward, butts back. You're either standing then pressing, or you're gonna drive straight through, okay? Shoulders out of the ears. We're not shrugging, we're pushing. Bottoms to tops. Heels to knuckles. Tall posture, tall spine. Butts back, chest up. Blow out your air as you drive up. Press up. Draw your belly button in. Squeeze your glutes at the top. One more. Sumo curls are next, so breathe. Get yourself ready. Switch out your weight if you need to. 3, 2, go. Down, curl, lower, stand. We have an isometric hold at the bottom here, so micro one, it's not very long. Just enough for you to curl and release. Heels on the floor, chest up, chin up, shoulders over your hips. So if you're far forward like this, you draw everything tall, shoulder blades back. If you're a puppet on a string right now, lower, lift. Okay, straight down, slide down that wall. Pretend there's a wall in front of you and behind you, and you can't go forward or back. Lots of breathing here. Are you sweating yet? Pause, I'm about to start dripping here. Okay, our row tap backs. Switch out your weights if you need to. Swipe sweat, grab a little bit of water, we go in 5 seconds. Feet steady, or feet moving. You can start off here, and then once you've got that rhythm, try just to tap back. You're literally balancing on one leg, tapping back a toe. I feel like we've done these. I know we've done these with flies and soul fusion. Try to lean your chest a little bit forward, bend your hips a little bit more to really target your back, not your shoulders, okay? So if you're like up here, I need you to get chest down, pull, okay? Bigger bend at your knee, bigger bend at your hip. Chin is untucked, the chest is facing the floor. It's almost like you're balancing your tummy on your thigh. Time. You will feel it in your shoulders, but I want you to focus on your back. Does that make sense? All right, I'm gonna go high pull with my 8 instead of my 10 this time. Side lunge, pull with the opposite hand, okay? Right inside the calf, drive up. You switch it right in the middle, from palm to the side, palm to the floor. There's a nice rotation in your shoulders and pull back. It's a little one. This is very functional. We use our shoulders like this all day long. This joint movement. So let's train it. You might not be pulling something up to your chest like this, but we oftentimes are picking something up, putting it on a counter, yeah? So 3, 2, 1. Pause for 15 and breathe. And then we're going to the other side. Do you feel like you're pushing yourself? Are you breathing heavy? Like almost like cardiovascular work. Other side. If you're not, perhaps go a little heavier. Make your movement with good form a little quicker. You should be breathing pretty heavy because we're moving at a quick pace. A lot of repetitions, added resistance. And it's okay to lift weights and let your heart rate go up. You know, a lot of people go to the gym, to lift heavy weights, do a set, wait for the next machine to open, the floor to clear for like 5-10 minutes, and then the workout becomes like an hour and they did like heavy lifting but the heart rates never got up, you know? And some people, that's their goal, it's fine. Go ahead and stop. But for us, for our purposes here, because it's a short workout, we're doing it all together. Getting that heart rate up in a quick workout while pushing, you are using our resistance. All right, so it's everything out and down and then up. I don't know if I did it opposite before, I might have. Did I do this? No. Maybe. All right, this time let's go out and down, in and up. I don't know what I did the first time, but this time this is what we're doing. Remember, you can go one leg drop. You can go heel taps, okay? You can go push, press. I'm giving you lots of options here now, okay? Because I know this one's the body coordination thing, and so I want you just to get the movement and the benefit of both without being like disappointed in your coordination. Make sense? Okay. I'm not saying anything goes, but I'm saying anything goes. Does that make sense? Of the options I just gave you. Water sweat towel. We're going through this a third time, last time. So think about your weights. Make sure it's your best set. So if you're like, I haven't challenged myself yet, do that now. If you've been challenging yourself, monitor where you're at. Heavier or lighter if you need to. We're starting with overhead press squat. Go. I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there. I'll be the fashionably late one. So what I like about all this as well, so much core work built in that you probably aren't noticing it. So we get to abs and you're gonna be like, why are my abs already fatigued? Because you've been doing work this whole time. At the end, of these 6 moves. Okay, go ahead and pause. Walk a little bit. Switch out your weights if you need to for sumo curls. At the end of these moves, we have 2 minutes of core, okay? All things we've done before. Bonus work there, okay? Sumo, drop down, curl, lower, push your heels in the ground and stand. I want you to squeeze your booty and your thighs right there, okay? Down, curl, squeeze. Because I know you forgot about your legs, you're thinking about your biceps. So let's think about both. Here's our biceps, here's our booties and thighs. Literally squeeze your muscles, okay? Elbows are pinned in, right to your sides. Allowing the weights to drop down just in front of your hips. You're not swinging or swaying. One more. Have like a little swing, a little sway. I gotta watch that. Okay. Bend over wide rows. Add the tap back or not. If you're in a bent over wide row, I want you full chest to the floor. Okay? Everybody start here. Give me 2 of these. Now add your tap back. Do you see how the angle changed when I told you start out here? Because I bet you a lot of you were doing this. Rocking out, okay? Now when we stay really bent over, wide row tap. Wide row tap. So your belly's practically laying on your thigh. Chest is to the floor, chin is untucked, blades are pulling together. You probably started lifting a little bit, so come back to this position and pull, and then go again with the legs, okay? So give yourself a reset. If you feel like you came out of it, 5 seconds. Whew. Hello back. Hello posture muscles. I'm gonna go back to my 10 for the high pull. Breathe for 5 more seconds, and then we go opposite hand, opposite arm. Let's get this right this time. Okay, ready? Pull. And drive off your heel, pull. It's like you're just snapping your leg in. We have worked a lot of posture muscles today, whether you know it or not. You're welcome. We can all have better posture. It's very few times I see people with amazing posture, and I'll tell you right now, if I've seen it, I've called them out, like, your posture is amazing. I remember telling that to someone once, and they were like, thank you. Pause. And I was like, nobody's ever told you that before? Because it was like amazing. Alrighty. Other side. Last time. Let's go. Push off. So heel on the floor. Push. I want you to think about pushing something away from you on the floor. Push. Any of you that have the pull start lawnmowers this summer, after this move, you're gonna be like rocking that one. Why is this so easy? It's gotta be from this. Hopefully somebody else mows your lawn, not you. One more. Coming down for your chest press, we will need one weight, which I'm gonna use my 15 for our ab exercise. But let's go chest press, leg press first, okay? So everything down and up, or out and down, and then up. Just think, extend, press. Lower everything, press everything. It's actually kind of opposite. You press with your legs as you lower your arms, and then you draw your knees in as you press with the weight. So think of that. Remember, I give you options. You can go press, press. You can go one leg. You can go bent knees. Low abs. We're going to do just a little bit more after this. 2 minutes of ab work. Here with 3 seconds here. So go ahead and release it. Okay. 2 minutes of abs. This is what you got. You're going to hear the timer at 45 seconds and we'll transition. Okay, so it's really 45 seconds each move. You've got pull over leg drop. Option is bent knees. Okay, you may also go one leg. Okay, so kind of like what we just gave as options for the chest press. Okay, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Overhead pull. So we're working our back, the muscles along our rib cage, and our core. If you have your elbows bent, you're going to work your triceps. I don't want you working your triceps. There is a small bend in your elbows, but for the most part, your arms are straight, straight, straight. Now listen, we just did the chest press with the leg press. I know this is challenging. You're going to want to quit. Don't stop. We have 15 seconds left. So just think 1 more rep. And then after you do that one, say 1 more rep. And just keep telling yourself, because we're almost there in 6 seconds. 1 more rep. And rest. I feel it too. All right, no weights on this one. An oldie but a goodie. Head, neck, and shoulders lift. Penguins. We're going ankle taps, rib cage to hip bone. You're trying to lift as high as you can off the floor. Go. If you're like, oh my gosh, my neck, guess what? You can still take your rib cage to your hip bone, supporting your head and your hands. I want your chin to the ceiling, your nose to the ceiling. So there should be space between your chin and your chest. If your chin is tucked in right here in your chest, I want you to lift a little bit and eye gaze to the ceiling, okay? A lot of times that puts neck strain on, and we end up not getting that full contraction in our belly. And I want you to have your belly button pulled in, back to the floor, and then rib cage, hip bone. 7 seconds left, so don't give up on you or me right now. Let's go. And time. Oh, do you feel your center? It's amazing. Good job, good job. Okay, let's stretch it out. Fingertips to toes, reach, reach, reach. Don't worry about the beeps. Ignore those if you hear it again. I'll turn that off in a second. Great, let's go ahead and flip over to our bellies. You're going to take your elbows on the ground. Pull your elbows towards your belly, lift your chest and your chin a little bit. So we've got a little baby cobra, stretching out our abs. We just worked. You should totally feel this right now. So you think about elbows, pull them towards your hips while they're on the ground, and it elongates your center. And then you talk like this. All right, push back to child's pose. Let's thread through one arm, shoulder and back. We worked that a lot today, okay? Overhead press. Bend over wide grip rows. The high pulls. The pullovers we just did, that was all back. Shoulders, okay? All connected there. Go ahead and switch your thread through the other side. I'm leaving my big sweat marks on my mat. Continue taking recovery breaths, nice deep breaths. Reach, reach, reach with both arms. Lay your body down and let the weight of your body open up your shoulder. All right, go ahead and take one knee. Drop forward and back. Hold it forward. And then once you take the leg that's back, take that arm, reach up and over. And then sink down and back. Heel down, toe up. Belly to your thigh. Chin up, nose up. Toe up. And then go ahead and take your half kneeling position. Both hands on the thigh, or on the knee, like kind of above your knee here. We're going to reach back. Watch your hand as you rotate each arm. So try the other arm. Doing this crossed back one kind of works your balance. Go one more with each arm. And then let's switch legs. I'm going to go this way. Rock it forward and back. All right, hold it forward. Hip flexor stretch. The leg gets back. That arm comes up and over. Big stretch. You should feel your oblique, your hip. It's like all that side of your thigh, everything. It's like, woo, amazing. More of that, please. All right. Hamstring stretch. Remember, each side's gonna be a little bit different. Toe to the ceiling, belly to your thigh, chin up, nose up. And then let's take, if you need to, if you were like falling over when we were doing this, take like a wider stance with your legs, okay? Hand just on top of your thigh here. Watch your hand as you reach. We're doing 4 total, 2 for each arm. Alternating reach backs. You feel your core activate a little bit there too. Kind of cool, right? All right, go ahead and stand all the way up. Open up your chest. I've been really digging this whole hands behind the back, elbows back, so you can either clasp or hold. Pull back, and then round out. Push the air away from you. Open up your blades, round out. You can tuck your chin here. It's a good thing. Release, and let's just take a little shoulder stretch, neck stretch. We'll do more stretching tomorrow, so show up for mind class. I will see you then. I'm exhausted, I hope you are too, but also awake. Look, I'm speaking more clearly even. It's all it takes is exercise to make you right again. All right, have a great day. I will see you back here tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Bye.